Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 1st of May. Can you believe it? We are in May, guys. We knew this year was going to all be sped up, but this is getting crazy, isn't it? We're nearly on the turn now. Once you hit June, it's like, whoa, the year goes so quickly. Cheers, everybody. I have got my coffee. Welcome everybody. Welcome anyone new as well to our channel. We've got a little community that we've built here of like-minded people. We pretty much see the world through a very different lens to a lot of other people. Through our crystal glasses, I call them, where we see a lot of clarity of what's really going on behind the scenes. Don't forget, guys, oh, went down the wrong way. Hit those like buttons and please feel free to comment down below. Guys, I am running a day or two behind in getting back to your comments at the minute. Having been away and then travelled home, I'm just trying to catch up on my comments, so bear with me. And also, I had an amazing surprise yesterday, guys. My hubby rang me up and said, oh, put the dogs out the back, I've got a surprise. And he ended up bringing my cousin around. My cousin has never, ever been. I moved down here 24 years ago from Queensland, and they were travelling with their caravan, and they just popped in. What a great surprise. So we spent the night with them. We had some nice takeaway Thai food and just chilled out. And, oh, it was so great to see them. This is the one I was telling you about. That's whose brother died a few weeks ago. He used to play the trumpet and he played Good Morning Starshine. That's his twin sister, Wendy, her name is. It was just so good to see her. She's like a bit of a sister to me. She's 10 years older than me. So it was just great to see them. It was a really lovely surprise. I never expected they'd ever come here in a million years, but they did. So it was really lovely. So I really enjoyed that. So I'm a little bit behind in my comments, guys, because I've been catching up with people, which is so very rare. I know you guys understand. And the other thing is interesting, guys. We were talking, when I was talking to her last night, she was a jibber jabber. There was, she lives near my mother. And she said that my mum's over the top too. And they were jibber jabbers, but they kind of realised that they all ended up getting it anyway. She was just came up, she was talking to me about it and how they got it once and then they ended up getting it again. And they sort of went, well, this is ridiculous. So people are waking up, guys, that it's all a bit of maybe BS. So that did come up in conversation, which I thought was interesting, because she even said last night how fearful they were. They were so scared in the beginning and then they ended up getting it all the time and they went. But the fear, you could tell when she was talking about the fear, she said we were just so frightened. And I think it's very hard to relate to, guys, isn't it? Because that's not how we all felt at all. Oh, a lot of you might have. Like, I know there's a lot of people here on my channel who have woken up in them since, and that's no one's fault. It was a mass psychosis. It was a huge hypnotic event that really got hold of a lot of people. You know, it was a major incident, but it's funny because when you hear somebody talk about that fear, you kind of realize that that's not the emotions that we sort of go to, is it? We sort of went to the, hang on, what's going on here? We went to that questioning, that questioning space, I guess you could say. Anyway, I haven't got much admin, guys, today. Just tiny little bit. There's been another domestic violence woman died here overnight, apparently. So there's been that many. Oh, Elbow, do something. I keep saying to you guys, he needs to address the cost of living. That would help people's anger, rage, beast mode from percolating and exploding. And Elbow's, of course, in hot water about everything pretty much. He's having to answer a lot of that tough questions now, old Elbow, here in Oz, which is a good thing. I mean, they should be being questioned about all the garbage that they're dishing out, shouldn't they? Oh, and of course, yes, there's Chucky. Chucky's back. Chucky's back on his royal duties. How do you go from being diagnosed with cancer to miracle, all cured? And I guess we're going to ask that question. Did he have the special cancer jab that's now been released? He's probably going to come out and say that, but we do have a lot of questions. Kate Middleton, what the hell is going on with that? We don't even know. That's just beyond weird. But Chucky's back, mixing with the public, doing all his duties. Like, go figure. As if he'd have any energy to be doing all that and go out in the germs and everything. Honestly, They treat people like they're stupid. They think we're all stupid. We know that's how they think. Just nothing adds up. Nothing adds up, does it, guys? There was something else I was going to say. No, that's it. It's gone. I've gone blank. All right, let's get straight into the reading, guys. Okay. God, I'm getting bells ringing. Is Westminster Abbey where everybody gets married in London? That's the big church, isn't it? I'm getting bells ringing. Bells ringing, Westminster Abbey. What would that mean, though? It wouldn't be a wedding. I wouldn't think so. Is that where they have funerals? I'm just getting bells ringing, Westminster Abbey. I'll just put it out there when I get it, in case something happens. All right, let's keep going. Who knows? There's so much going on in the UK at the moment. Sushi's not going very well, guys. He's not. He's going downhill fast. It's showing me him sliding down on his bum on like a big giant slippery slide. He's going to hit rock bottom, I think, not far away, old Sushi. All right. Yeah, and the guys are saying it. Life is speeding up. Speedy Gonzales. Only, riba. Everything's speeding up. Faster. And the thing is, we know it's the giant shift this year and there's a lot of people waking up. And look, the immigration gets talked about by everyone. My cousins were talking about the immigration and all that last night, and it's a global problem. Everything's speeding up. But it's like I say to you guys, with immigrants and things like that, when you bring that energy en masse from a very stressed country, vibrations like clash, because you've got people over here waking up and then you've got this angry beast mode energy just plonk. For example, the Mexican border gate scandal in America, en masse, the vibrational shift is causing incredible turbulence. So I am getting this, we're not shifting, but when things are vibrating on such a high hypervigilant level, which is when you're in your it's like a vibratory state. I relate it to, I had a son I still have, with autism, and when they get diagnosed, this is just an example, you guys will have your own examples, parents go into a very hypervigilant state because you're always in your up energy, because you've got to be one step ahead of your child, because you've got to prepare them at all times in order to keep the anxiety down, to stop the meltdowns. Basically, that's a short story. So my hubby and I were always very hypervigilant of what was going on around us. We were always vibrating. I even knew it. We even knew it. We both used to run a lot and do a lot of things to try and get it out. We were always in this like, I'm calling it an up energy, but it wasn't a good up energy, if that makes sense. It was like an exhausting up energy. And actually, one of you mentioned that. I did see a comment this morning. One of you, sorry, I didn't see his name. I was just briefly going through. And you were saying how exhausted you've been feeling. And I think that's probably a common thing for all of us. There's a lot of clash of the vibrations at the moment. You've got these people who are in this hypervigilant. And you think about people protesting yesterday. I said we had the crime protests here, the youth crime protests. People are anxious living in their own homes, even because of home invasions on the Gold Coast, etc. Hypervigilant makes people hypervigilant. People should be living from a relaxed, calm place, but they're still in this hypervigilance. So this is what makes everything faster, because it changes the speeds of everything as well. It's a very strange dynamic at the moment, guys, and I think we could all agree that everything's moving so fast. It's very hard to keep up with. That's why I always talk about us doing the X-file cabinet, putting things in. When we hear something, we put it in the file and then we think about it and then we come back later, or we piece things together eventually. We don't have to piece it all together now because there's too much craziness, chaos, conflict, I guess you could say as well, for us to just go, oh yeah, that's happening and that's happening. We've got to get it out of our head and do that spiritual decluttering and put it somewhere else. So even in your mind, if you have somewhere that you're filing things, it's pushing it, it's putting it aside, because it's that kind of, it's not, well, it is, it's out of mind, out of sight. of course I got to get that song Out of Mind, Out of Sight by, was it the Models? Who was it by? They just drop the songs in, you know what they're like. But it's putting it out of mind, out of sight until we need to recall it and use it and piece it together. So it's not dismissing the information. We're just storing it and pulling it out when we need to make sense of it, if that makes sense. Very strange times we're living through, guys. Very strange times. All right. I'm getting that people are really, well, basically pissed off now. There's the people waking up, not you guys watching my channel. If you're here watching my channel, you've pretty much gone through your awakening. You see the world through a very different lens. And you know, it was beautiful last night listening to my cousin Wendy. She's a very spiritual person as well. Always has been. We've always shared that in common. But she was just saying how she doesn't worry about things now. When she went through menopause and things, she just goes with the flow. She doesn't care anymore. She used to worry about everything. And I could just hear in her what we talk about all the time, guys. Just going with the flow, just allowing things, not worrying about people. She even said to me, which I thought was real synchronistic, that she prefers to be around her dog than people. And I just went, that's exactly what we would say, isn't it, guys? So look, people are waking up, guys. They are. We have to know it. We have to know it. It's great when you get that confirmation too, isn't it? It's beautiful. All right. I'm getting France. Macron's full steam ahead with his Olympic Games. We know it's going to be full on. He doesn't want any terrorist threats. He's very, very strict on who's coming through those borders now. He's been doing that for a while. I talked about it about 6 months ago. Very tight restrictions in France. And any hint of protest or any sort of... They could even be very seriously monitoring people's... what do you call it? Well, all their feeds, like Facebook feeds and things like that. We know AI does it, but that could be tighter in France at the moment. Anyone who's supporting, like, protesting networks and things like this, they're going to be straight on knocking on the door. He's really pulling that in tight now, which you can kind of understand, can't you, really? You kind of don't blame him for that. Meanwhile, he's taking everyone's freedom away sneakily in the background, as we know, implementing things. Wouldn't even be hard. We talk about that too. Wouldn't be hard while you got the Commonwealth Games. You just implement it, and then you leave it. After the games, you just leave all your restrictions and cameras, etc. in place. Not even hard. All right. Oh, God, they give me some strange things. Hang on a minute. And then I've got to sort it out. It ain't easy, guys. Oh, I'm getting Chris Luxon. I'm getting tax rises. They were giving me the word rice, and I'm like, what are you talking about, rice? They said, no, rises, tax rises. See what I mean? It ain't easy interpreting the guides sometimes. Tax rises, unfortunately for you guys over there. I feel like it's petrol, diesel, crazy taxes. I think you're going to go through the taxes journey next. I'm getting a little bit of the Trudeau vibes example. Rain tax, chicken coops, etc., etc. We know we'll be paying for planting our own vegetable garden tax will be next. I just feel like Chris Luxon's going to try the tax road, which will not be popular. I keep saying to you, people are going to stand up to a few things with him. So I do feel like he's going to start to look at taxing. See, the thing is, I guess, if you think about it, how do you keep your country propped up when it's been in probably a fair amount of debt like everywhere because of the picky jab wheel event, put everyone into massive debt. Oh no, but they've got tons of money to send to Ukraine and all the war-torn countries and not look after their own country. But let's pull it out of the pockets of the little people, peasants and Lego people who live there. So this is what Chris Luxon's going to be doing. I think he's going to be working on taxes because, like I said, it's an easy way to make a few extra dollars to keep your country propped up. Oh, the poor old little people. We just cop it. We're always the targets, aren't we, guys? I can't even believe what's going on. How is our lives? How is this happening, guys? No one can save money anymore. Savings is all like long gone. The days of saving money and going on big holidays, and that's all long gone, isn't it? All right. It's like everyone's just existing at the moment, isn't it? Including most of us, probably. Everyone's just existing. Everyone's just like treading water, keeping their head up. That's pretty much where everyone's at. All right. Oh, except the global elites. They're doing perfectly well because they feed off all of the little people and make all their money out of the little people. Oh. We line their pockets, the guys are saying. I'm getting this for us, guys, that we have a lot of choices to make moving forward. We're going to have a lot of choices to make now. We keep saying this next 6 months is going to be a lot happening. We've got to stay super, 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 super strong in our, our convictions, our beliefs, our knowledge, our understanding, and our feelings. We have to stay there. Don't be swayed by what, I don't think we will be though, but don't be swayed by what other people think. Listen to your own guidance is what I'm getting. Hey, you know, it was weird, guys. Yesterday I was walking out of the shops at Coles and I ran into one of my ex-girlfriends, the one who was the real nasty one. She's actually the one that got the face paralysis, I'm pretty sure, after the maybe booster, I would say. And she just like grinned and looked away. She was like laughing. And I couldn't work it out. Whether she just was laughing because of the synchronistic timing, because we were the only two there, but I didn't see her till the very last second when she'd looked away, because I had my head down. I was doing something, putting my purse or something in my bag, and it was just a funny situation. I couldn't work out why she was laughing. I was like, is she laughing because of I feel it was because of the timing. It was like, oh, and I think she got a shock and she didn't know how to react. We didn't have to make eye contact, luckily. That would have been weird. I haven't seen her I've seen her from a distance a lot, but I've never seen her like to walk past. It was really weird. It was so weird. I wasn't even thinking about her or anything. I was like, why is she there? But maybe she was thinking about me. I guess we never know, do we? Maybe she's waking up. Maybe that's why I ran into her. Oh my God. Do those sort of people ever wake up? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's getting cold here, guys. Yesterday was so cold. It was like full-blown winter. Grey skies, freezing. Oh, it's so cold. I'm getting China and I'm getting Canada. I'm getting these two together. We know that Trudeau, Canada is Canada, if you're new here. Trudeau has been trying to morph Canada into China. That's why we connect the two. But I am seeing him, it's showing me him standing beside Xi Jinping. There's a, I don't think they're BFFs. I don't think they're great friends. But there's this, it's like this relationship they have. But see, Xi Jinping would always see Trudeau as below him like this. We know he would. But Trudeau sees himself as an equal because he runs a country. He sees himself as an equal. But Xi Jinping will always see Trudeau like this. That I'm getting this, it's just the way each other views each other. But I am getting that Trudeau still wants that mass control. The fact that they're together in Trudeau's mind means he still wants mass control. And he wants power on the world stage. I hate to tell you guys that because I know it's the last thing you want to hear in Canada. But we already know how he thinks anyway, so it's nothing new. Let's see if I get anything. I do get Ontario. I'm getting Ontario's growing in its strength and power. You might get more protests there. It's all gone quiet, hasn't it? I don't know if it's actually gone quiet, or has it gone quiet because there's nothing on mainstream media as per usual. Let us know if anyone's living near there. Oh, there's a beautiful bird out there on the fence. Ontario, hang on. I'm getting in Canada for a lot of, not for you guys watching my channel, because we giggle and laugh at Clown Show 2.0 and everything that's going on. But the people waking up, I'm getting that in Canada, China, the intense grief and sadness for their old life, for the country that it was. When you think of Canada, you just think mountain peaks, beautiful crystal clear lakes, train rides, like you just think of, you have these pictures that come into your mind, and I've never even been there, and that's the pictures I have, the beautiful forests and parks and bears. I think of all these images, and there's this grief that people are waking up and now feeling like, and it's like I keep saying, people think has Trudeau gone too far, that he's ruined the country and they'll never get it back. There's like this deep sadness in a lot of people waking up now, because they really know what he's done to their country. And can they ever return to how it was? So people feel this deep sadness and grief in. That's what I'm getting for China. Not you guys, you don't feel that. Because we see the bigger picture. We know it's all just laughable and a big joke, all the crap they're bringing out. But there's people waking up. You got a picture that most of these people thought 2 weeks, flatten the curve, all done and dusted, get on with the show, you'll never need another picky again. And then suddenly the whole country's heading for mass control, and Trudeau's having a lot to do with Xi Jinping, which would start to ring massive, massive alarm bells in people, guys. It would. It's showing me like a lot of people in China like shaking in their boots. That's not a nice thought, to think your country's heading for communism, is it? The communist regime. So that's what I'm getting, a lot of people. And that's a different fear. To me, when I think about that, that's a different fear. It's not like what people, it's very hard for us to relate to that fear of the jab wheel, but we know they had it. It's a different fear. That's a fear of saving your life. Whereas now they've got this fear and grief and sadness in that, because it all feels out of control to them. They don't feel, well, what it is, as we know, you're losing your freedom. Your freedom's disappearing by the day. But they feel like they're losing control of their own lives. They have decisions to make. Basically, they know it. That's what I'm getting. But that's for the people waking up, not you guys watching my channel. Like I say to you guys, as awake people, all you have to do is just keep your vibrational frequency up. Stay in your up energy. Because that's what it is. It's a light energy. It's a light frequency that shines out like a big light bulb. It's like screwing in a light bulb into a lamp or in a light socket and keeping it screwed in so it stays on, and keeping the switch on. That's us. Switch on. We're always switched on though, aren't we, guys? All right, let me see if there's anything else, and then we'll pull some cards, guys. Still getting England protesting, and England's forming these massive groups. I still feel like you're going to have protesting over there, which is UK. That whole area, I'm feeling it. But it's all these sub-protests, like this about the wages, this about, well, plasticine protests, we know they're going on. It could be crime ones like we've had here in Australia. It could, a variety of things. So they're going to keep popping up. They're going to keep popping up in the next, well, at least 3 months. You're going to see all these little different ones arising, little protests against, well, government. And I do feel like Sushi will go into a bit of hiding. He doesn't want to answer the tough questions. He just wants to implement everything. He doesn't want to answer that tough question. He's tired of it. It's tiring being a Prime Minister. Well, he put his hand up for the job. Oh, my goodness. Who would want that job? Honestly. And who would want to be the one to be bringing out their red carpet, gold threaded reset rollout? You would have to, surely these people have some sort of conscience somewhere, although we doubt it. I don't think Boris did he? Boris Johnson. Partygate scandal, wasn't that the biggest kick in the face for everybody? We'll lock everybody up, get QR coded, and we'll have a party. I think they were having a party because they implemented so much. They were having their party. Having their party because it was so piss easy to just roll it all out the first stage. And then they probably thought all the rest of it would roll out easy, but it didn't quite go to plan because they forgot about all the freedom fighters who were going to stand up and then start to wake everybody else up. Oh my God. And then the idiotness came of all their stupid nonsense, renewable electric car, ULEZ crap that makes no sense to anybody. Oh, my cousin who's got the caravan, they've got electric like little electric bikes. But I didn't have the heart to say anything. I couldn't say anything. You can't just say, oh, those lithium batteries are really dangerous. I wanted to, but see, I had to seal my lips because they'll find the information out when they knew. It was like that when they need it. It was like that song the other day, Our Lips Are Sealed. We just have to let everything be. It's very hard, isn't it, guys? I know you'd be the same. It's very hard to not go blah, 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 about everything, isn't it? Because we've done so much extracurricular study with our spiritual master's degree that we're apparently doing this year. Oh, ain't that an understatement? Hence probably some of the headaches that are going on. Oh, my lordy. Okay. How about we pull some cards, guys? Sometimes we just get a bit of guidance. Sometimes we get predictions. Sometimes we just get music. I don't know. It's a very strange channel I've got going here, but hopefully it helps get a few of us through the madness of Clown Show 2.0. Oh, this year, honestly. Foxfire. Actually, even my son, he's 21 soon. He's even been getting into a little bit of talk about things, and I try and really listen to him. I don't want to shut him down because he's young, but I don't want to shut him down. So I'm trying to go, yeah, that's exactly right, Luke. You're right. I'm trying to be all positive because it's nice when they actually start to awaken, isn't it? Because once upon a time he got his 2 jabs to go to the pub and all this kind of thing, just whatever. But he didn't get any more, thank God. We didn't even want him to get that, but what do you do? He was 18, he wanted to go to the pub with all his friends. What? How many people were in that situation, especially with mandates? People losing their jobs. I know there's a lot of you out there that watch my channel that are in that situation. It's completely crazy. So I do encourage his bit of awakening, the creation of light. There you go. Keep creating your light. It's in your hands. As long as we stay in our up energy. In our up energy. Creation of light. It's like I keep saying, the light to do with all of this is a frequency. It's a frequency, which is kind of bizarre. Oh, I hope you guys went and watched that Sonia Charquette video. You'd really like it. Please go and watch it. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's not very long. And she really puts it into, well, it makes sense because she explains why it's such an interesting year. And the thing is, so many psychics and intuitives, etc. We can't all be not aware of the changes that are going. That many people, well, speaking of awareness, I lovingly allow my awareness to open. I surrender. I clear my vibration, raises, my awareness grows. Oh, sorry, did I tell you that was a soul expression card? I haven't done these for a bit, these ones. There you go. That's about just being aware of everything. Being aware of our surroundings, being aware of our, vibration, because that's how we grow and learn. Keep learning and growing. Sonia Charquette's another person that you can really learn a lot from. She's highly intuitive. And it was interesting listening to her talk about her deaf mother, because when you're deaf, it's like Sprocket going blind and Charlie, my cat, going blind. Sprocket's senses are crazy. All he does is use his nose now and want to eat everything. He's worse than he ever was. I mean, he was always bad with food, but he's crazy now. And Charlie, she always has to smell me up here on my head, right in this same spot. I think she's smelling my hair to check if it's me. Every time I come home, she wants to check if it's me. So obviously her senses and smell are really heightened as well, as an example. And that's being aware of your surroundings too. Like I said, me learning to listen to my cousin or my son and being aware that they're allowed to have like their opinions as well, and that's their viewpoint. I think that's also something we've had to work on. Is in the beginning we were probably all a little bit gung-ho when we awakened to all this nonsense and garbage, and we just wanted to tell everybody, and everyone thought we were mad conspiracy theorists, tin hat foil wearing, flat earthers, etc., etc., all those things we got labelled with, which we now wear as a badge of honour, staying in our truth and trusting our intuition. But now we're more accepting of where other people are at, is probably what I'm trying to say. Affirmation cards, because we all wake up at different times. Some may never wake up to the level and capacity that sort of we have, but they're still waking up to a lot. And I guess everybody's different. See, a lot of us here are intuitive, psychic, sensitive souls. We've always absorbed people, and that's why we struggle being around a lot of people, because we absorb that energy. Whereas some people aren't like that. Some people have a really great way of detaching from others' energy, and we're just all different. We're all different. Oh, we're all very different. Okay, here we go. Relax, don't rush, don't force, don't stress, let things happen. Trust the process and try to enjoy the ride. I think that's the key too. When I think about that, enjoy the ride. That's what we've learnt to do. Instead of resisting, instead of fighting and pushing back, and we're just enjoying the ride, because we know how to detach. We've learnt the art of detachment, and we're watching everything from afar. I'm getting this song by Dire Straits, something about the roller coaster. God, I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm just getting this. I can't think of it. Sorry, guys. Sometimes they just don't give me everything. You know what the guides are like? They just give me snippets here and there. Oh, they're replacing my electrical pole out the back. So if there's a bit of banging and clanging, they're turning my power off today to replace a pole. Okay, let's keep going, see if there's anything else to finish off with. I'm getting that song by Salt and Pepper, Push It. But I'm seeing people like pushing back against government. This is people push it real good. Dun, 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 dun. I think we all remember dancing to that number, don't we? Push it real good. What a great song. Now you make it hot. I love that song. It was so cool, wasn't it? So I'm getting that. People are going to start pushing back is what I'm getting. That's why we're getting that song. Probably not us, because we're stepping right back and allowing other people to push against government now. We've done our battling and our fighting, guys. Hang on. They're giving me, I have to say it because they won't let me get to the next thing. They're giving me that Elvis Presley return to sender, like return to sender, because people don't want their government crap anymore. Return to sender. People want to ride on it, return to sender and take your crap back. That's basically what I'm getting. Not us. We sent our return to sender letter back a long time ago. But I'm getting this now. People don't want what the government's dishing out. So I'm getting that Elvis Presley return to sender. Address unknown. Oh, hey, where does this stuff come from? All right, hold on. I'm getting that In Excess song. To be clear, black and white, make a decision. Gotta live inside, and I don't know why. I've got this feeling that grows and grows. One day my life is out the door. Next day, and what it's for. Might have to go listen to that song, but I've got the feeling that's something to do with the awakening, that song, to be clear, black and white. I think that's what the guides are saying. To people waking up, things are getting clearer and clearer and clearer. There's not a lot of grey anymore. People are realising what's going on. Maybe that's what it is. Their crystal glasses are going on, and instead of everything being grey and foggy, it's becoming clear, like black and white. And I guess if you think of the black and white there too, it's like, do you want to stay in the darkness or do you want to go to the light? That's what I'm thinking. You have to kind of make a choice. In the song it says you have to make a decision. Make a decision. That's probably why we're getting it. Wow. And of course they give me that In Excess song, Don't Change a Thing. Don't change for me. Don't change a thing for me. Meaning for us, don't change a thing. Just keep on your path. Stay in your truth, your integrity. Stay strong. Don't change a thing. We had that the other week too, that song. Hang on. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm getting that song. Of course I am. We've always got to have a mountain song. I'm still getting that song from Sound of Music. Climb every mountain. Climb every mountain. Stroll through the sea. Cross every river until you find your dreams. I love Sound of Music. It's so good, isn't it? But it is very mountainous. If you think of the scenery, was it in Switzerland or somewhere? I'm getting that song to just keep climbing every mountain that comes in front of you guys. Just keep climbing it. There's nothing insurmountable to us anymore. No mountain we can't climb. All right, hang on. I'm going to finish today with Midnight Oil, probably because there's so much going on around probably war and all this kind of thing. I'm going to leave you the song Armistice Day by Midnight Oil, Peter Garrett. Let's go listen to that. We're watching people fighting. We're watching people dying on Armistice Day. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And I think that's about all the turbulence currently going on in the world, to be quite honest, guys, in general. I'm going to go listen to that song today by Midnight Oil. You know, Peter Garrett that dances like this. Most of you know Midnight Oil. Armistice Day. Let's go listen to it, guys. I'm going to leave you with that today. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I will come on and talk to you tomorrow. Like I said, I'm a little bit late with the comments. Please bear with me. I will get to them. And hit the like buttons, guys. Don't forget, if you do subscribe, to make sure you hit the bell notification. And just please feel free to comment. We chat to each other here and let each other know what's going on in our countries, because we often don't, as we say, get it on the mainstream media or through our leaders either. All right, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.